All right, sweet. Flatline MMA podcast episode number 42. We got a very special guest on today's show. We got Boston's own Rob Font. He's not only the leader, one of the leaders of the New England Cartel, but he's also the number 10 bantamweight in the world, 7-4 record. Most recent victory coming in December versus Ricky Simone. So, Rob, thank you so much for hopping on the show. How you doing?
Of course. I'm good, man. I'm good, man. A little late, but I'm good, bro. How you doing?
It's all good, all good. Really appreciate it. You know, as you know, we're a Boston-based podcast, so we're huge fans. Always repping Cartel, best brand in Boston. Love it. You got the takeover, baby. Love it.
It's coming, man. It's a real deal. It's a real deal.
Love it. So, Rob, I just kind of want to start off how, this whole New England Cartel, how did this start off? I know you guys started it back in 2019, but, dive a little bit into how you guys started the brand.
Yeah, so, it started a while back. Obviously, this is pretty much like my manager, Tyson Chartier's vision of putting, instead of like trying to fight and knock off everybody, all the top fighters in New England, to kind of like join up and train together and help each other and push each other to get to the UFC, and eventually get to the belt. So, basically what Tyson did with me, Calvin, a lot of the guys around in the local scene. I was training at SIT for a while, so he was on a local school, and we split ways, and I was kind of just doing my own thing, kind of going around, just training everywhere. We were just kind of like a migrating team, just going everywhere and just training, me, Calvin, Tyson, and a couple other guys, and we got the UFC asked what I for my bio, and I was kind of like, what do we put for my team name? At first, it was I just put down New England MMA. I was just kind of like, you know what, just throw New England MMA. I'm like, I didn't have a name. I just said, just throw something down. And then obviously I was just like, just wasn't feeling that. And I don't know what it was. We was in Chicago for Calvin Cater's fight when he fought Ricardo Lamas. And obviously the fight went perfect. He knocks him out the first round. We're leaving Chicago. I'm in the airport. I'm listening to some old Rick Ross, and all I keep hearing is the Cartel Cartel, and I'm like, you know what? We need something different, man. We got to switch it up. And I just threw that New England Cartel thing out there. I was real hyped. I just got my contract for the rematch with John Lineker. So I was just like, so the way I announced my that I got the rematch is, I said blah blah blah. I got the rematch Lineker, and put out the New England Cartel. From there, we've just been buzzing since, trying to take over. And obviously, you saw what Calvin Cater did. He just put it on the map, and just blew it up. So we're just doing our thing. We're gonna keep winning, keep pushing, looking for belts, man. We got a lot to live up to. In New England, nothing but champions, so we got to live up to that. And it's our job to push every day and try to live up to the Patriots, Bruins, everybody. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, hell yeah, and I think you guys have done a good job, just like building up the brand. Obviously, and you three, I think you, Tyson, Calvin, you guys are friggin' all best friend goals. You guys are friggin' do everything together. I love it, and that's like what Boston, New England's all about, So I think you guys got a ton of fans. Obviously, you and Calvin putting, New England MMA on the map. So I guess just going off that, I know, you just came off a fight camp with Calvin, a few weeks ago in Fight Island. How was that experience like, the whole concept of Fight Island? Obviously, not you as a fighter, but just kind of helping Calvin prepare for that and that whole experience on Fight Island. What was that like?
It was long. It was long. Yeah. So we had to fly into Vegas. So it kind of sucked because we had to go from Boston to Vegas. Quarantine there for 48, get tested, just hanging out in the hotel, and then from there, fly 15 hours, Fight Island, quarantine for another 48 hours, getting tested. I think it was like 3 tests before we got out of quarantine. So that alone, it just felt like I was out there for like a month, just in that couple of days. It was 4 days right there. Then and then the sleep was a little awkward, but once by at least the 3rd, 4th day, we were fine. We kind of got in a groove. We got to hang out. We got to go out there and check out they had a F1 racetrack that's wrapped around the hotel. So we got
yeah.
to go on that. We got to jump in a couple of the cars. We had a blast doing that. Then we had a golf course. Doing a real nice clubhouse, driving range. Then they had a little section for the beach for us, where they had like the basics, the pool, the basic resort setup, and where you also rent some jet skis. So we had a lot, enough to do. They definitely boarded off a perimeter we couldn't even pass. But besides that, it was just pretty much workout, drilling, eating, sleeping. We got to go out 2 or 3 times, and then we fought. So I definitely I wouldn't want to do it, but if I had to, it wouldn't be the worst. I wouldn't want to do it again if I had a fight. It just felt so long. I felt like I was out there for a month. But again, I say that now. They call me with a fight. I'm like, I'm on that next fight going. So, but if I could fight in Vegas, I would love to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think the whole concept of Fight Island, you know what I mean? I think everyone has different opinions on it, but I think overall, obviously, with the performance Calvin put on, definitely huge, and for you to be right there with him, that's freaking awesome. So,
Bro, he destroyed that. It was an awesome performance.
Yeah.
It was honestly, it was up and down at times, but it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do. We got the job done, and against a very tough opponent in Dan Ige. And, you guys saw what he did with Barbosa and all those other guys. So like I said, he's up there. He's legit. Calvin's just showing that like he's just on another level.
100%. Couldn't agree more.
What's tougher, seeing like one of your really good friends go into the cage or going into the cage yourself?
100% tougher watching Calvin fight than myself. I couldn't stay still. I was all over the place. I felt like I wanted to go in there and help him as much as I could. I just couldn't do it. So it's just you're not in control. When you're fighting, you're kind of in control of what you're doing. I guess you could say out there, you're just kind of just hoping it goes right. So I guess it's a little nerve-wracking, but it's not the worst. But it definitely doesn't feel the same. I'm super confident when I'm fighting. I'm not saying I'm not confident in Calvin. It's a different feeling. I don't know what it is. It's like that's with anybody. Like all my my teammates or even my up and coming guys I work with. Like it's just different when they fight. I feel a little like, oh shit, here we go. When I'm fighting, I'm like, just all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a little nerve-wracking, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I get it. So to kind of transition here, so since you last fought, there's a lot that's going on in the bantamweight division. You're ranked number 10 right now. We've had Henry Cejudo defend the title, and he retired, and Peter Yan and Aldo fought. Aljamain Sterling had a pretty dominant victory over Corey Sandhagen. Who's kind of on your radar right now, and where do you think you fit in this whole picture in the bantamweight division?
Honestly, it's so crazy, man. Like it's moving. The bantamweights are moving. It's so many different names out there. Like I could see me getting like a Corey Sandhagen fight or a Jimmy Rivera, or even people don't forget TJ Dillashaw's coming back soon. I think there's Dominic Cruz out there. Fucking Frankie Edgar is now 35. So again, like it's not like the same division that it was when I fought a year ago. It's a whole different division. You got Sugar Shane coming out here making a huge splash. He's fighting Chito Rivera. So it's so many different names out there. I wish I could give you a simple answer. Obviously, I'm down to fight whoever, but I would assume it would be like maybe a Jimmy Rivera or I would hope like a Corey Sandhagen, maybe a TJ Dillashaw, but we'll see. Again, my job right now is just to make sure my knee gets to 100%. I'm about maybe 80% right now, and then once I finish that goal, get back to 100%, get clear to fight, I'll have a name, and then it's go time. I can't wait.
Yeah, there's just like an unlimited amount of fun fights in the bantamweight division. You guys are right now, I think you guys got to be the most exciting division in the UFC right now, to be completely honest.
Yeah, it's exciting. You saw what Aljamain did to this dude. Chito versus Sugar. That should be a good fight. the Cody Stamen, Jim Rivera. That was fun to watch. It's interesting. You know, I think we're one of the most exciting divisions, and I just can't wait to come back and try to raise that level of. But you saw what happened with East. I forgot about Cody Garbrandt. There's Cody Garbrandts out there.
Yeah.
There's so many fights. I might even be able to get the rematch with Assunção. Pedro Munoz. Say he loses. Say he loses versus Frankie Edgar. I could get that rematch. There's so many options. I just know I just got to be ready for them when they come. Again, I just want to make sure that I'm ready and I'm finishing fights, so I could be right there at the top of these guys. Making sure that we keep making sure that 35 divisions put on great fights and finishes.
Yeah, and that's so true too, because like you're such in a unique position where you're definitely getting a ranked opponent, your next fight, and everyone there, they're either a past champion in Garbrandt, Aldo, Cruz, or you might get an up and comer who's got a lot of hype behind them, like a Sean O'Malley, or you get to have a rematch with Assunção or Pedro Munoz. So like you're really not.
It's like yeah, I'm in a weird good spot. If that makes sense. It's like I don't know, like I have so many options, and I still am at that top of the ranking. So it's like obviously there's all the up and comers that wanting to get there. So say I don't get a high ranked fighter, I'm guaranteed an up and comer that's going to be wanting to fight. So like I'm not against getting in there or fighting somebody that's like ranked 15th or 16th, whatever. I don't even care. As long as I'm in there fighting, I'm cool. I know eventually I'm gonna get one of these high ranked guys, and I'm gonna capitalize on the opportunity. But then again, like I said, you said all those names. Any of those names I just said is gonna be a big fight. So like regardless, I know I'm coming back to a big fight.
Yeah. So realistically, what do you see as your path to the title? Do you need a couple more wins and you'll get there?
I need at least two. I need to come in there. I need to go in there and I need to go in there and finish come November, December, the latest. Get that gone, get one more in, and then I'm definitely in that spot where either I'm getting a title shot or a number one contender type setup. But you never know though. You know how the UFC is. You see how these title shots and the rankings work. So again, that's obviously the simple answer. But right now I'm not focused on that right now. My job is to get my knee back, get my legs back, and then go out there and knock it out whoever they put in front of me.
Yeah. Last question for me. So, you came in with the UFC debut. You got a knockout. You got performance of the night. Does that beat, getting 2 knockout wins at the Garden? What was more memorable for you?
Man, I don't know. The Garden was different, man. That Thomas Almeida night, man, was different. When me, Calvin, and Kyle fought that night, that was just. I don't think we could ever I don't think we could ever top that, man. So the debut was cool, but I just kind of knew I was gonna do that. I don't know if that sounds too cocky. Like that was almost a given. Like I was like, oh yeah, I know I'm gonna knock him out. But going there and put the head kick Thomas Almeida in Boston, and then to have my boy Calvin come through and put away Burgos, like that was huge, man. So definitely. And then again, knocking out Joey Gomez in the Garden, like we won't be able to repeat that. So. The debut was cute. I mean, the debut was cool, but it wasn't that Boston shit,
Yeah. So me and Dom with it. Who was the dude that got knocked out on that card? We were up in the nosebleeds, right? And we heard this dude's head bounce off the canvas. Like we were way up. I forget the dude's name, but like it was a crazy atmosphere. Like we see you fight, we see Calvin Kattar fight. You both get big knockouts. It was an incredible night.
That night was crazy. I couldn't tell you. I was wired that whole night, just going nuts. I mean, I couldn't even sleep that night after the fight. I was up till like 6 o'clock in the morning, just up, wired. Like it was a fun night.
Yeah, you couldn't script. I think what was that, UFC 220? I don't think you could have scripted that any better. So huge night. I was just glad we were in attendance for that because that was friggin' awesome. Perfect. And then, Rob, I think just in terms of a lot of the topics being talked about, a lot of the controversial things like judging and scoring in the UFC. Obviously, we've seen a ton of just terrible decisions the past, few years. And we always like to ask this, like, what do you think the best way to kind of overcome this? Is it, making fighters judges? Like, what do you think would be your, your way of kind of fixing this issue?
I definitely would try to have the more experienced judges as far as old ex-fighters, retired fighters, maybe current UFC fighters that maybe we shuffle through like the cards or something. Maybe we get paid to judge. I don't know, something's got to be figured out. Because man, there's a lot of money on the line, and you leave it up to the judges, and they're just barely watching the fight and just throwing whatever they believe is out there. It costs a lot of money. But with that being said, man, fucking finish these fights, and you don't have to worry about the judges.
Yeah, exactly. Now, do you ever have that in the back of your mind when you're fighting, like, I can't let this go to decision because I don't know what's going to happen now with this judging? Like, do you ever kind of force that sometimes or no?
No, not really. I mean, I'm fortunate I've never been in that situation. I never had one of those calls go my way or so. But yeah, no, I'm not really thinking about that. But I hope that never really affects the way I win or lose. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But that definitely we got to figure something out. Even with the refs, again, that's tough. It's a tough job. I couldn't imagine. I'm pretty sure I would fuck up a couple times. So, they'd be like, "Oh, get Rob Font the fuck out of there. He fucking sucks." But it's, I don't know, man. Something's got to be right because, or maybe, corners throwing the towel quicker. It's never going to be perfect, but all we can do is try to get it right and fix it or make it better, I guess you could say.
Yeah, 100%. Because it sometimes ruins these good fights, man, and it's just, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But I'm hoping that, we can get resolved soon and, we can just get back to the way things were. But, hopefully they can get that resolved. And then just a second one, obviously there's been a lot of talks with, like, Jorge Masvidal, John Jones, they're not being compensated properly. What's kind of your opinion on the whole, compensation in the UFC piece?
Yeah, man, obviously we all want more money. We got to figure something out, collective bargaining or, something's got to be figured out, but I'm not complaining. I'm comfortable where I'm at. I'm chilling. I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. I'm knocking people out on TV, making a decent paycheck. I get the opportunity to push, this new brand that we put out there, and we came together and made up. So I'm good, man. Obviously, we can get more money, but I'm not gonna sit there and complain all day long about it. We'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure we will. I'm pretty sure guys are getting paid more. I'm pretty sure what Masvidal did will help in the way of making sure guys get paid that same type of money, and eventually we'll get there.
Yeah, 100%. I think too, where like Calvin kind of plays into this too. He's been one of those guys that's been active during this whole quarantine, and he kind of called out all the other featherweights, being like, "Hey, you guys aren't fighting, I am." So you know what I mean, and I love that mentality from him. Just sign the contract and fight. That's how I feel,
It's simple, man. It's simple. Just go out there, put on a show, and look for that finish.
Yeah, exactly. Love it.
Yeah. Rob, so I know it's kind of a crazy time. It's tough for the UFC to even make fights. They really had to, stretch to get this Fight Island thing all set up. Did you have any fights planned during this time that kind of fell through?
No. So right after that Ricky Simone fight, I knew I told it in the second round. I knew I needed surgery. So it was right when I got out, like I got surgery in December. I got surgery in January. So it was all for me. It was all PT.
All right. Well, so you've been with Calvin. You've been in all the training camps. You're kind of helping him through it. How do you plan on finishing out your summer? Do you have any hobbies? Any big plans?
Nah, just training, man. I'm gonna be at the beach all day. I got some family that owns a beach house in Wells, Maine. But besides that, just training. Like I said, I'm focused on my PT. I'm doing physical training 4 days a week. So that's it. I'm teaching a class now out here in Lowell, Mass. Slash the Chelmsford line at the Gentle Art Dojo. Come check me out Monday, Wednesday. What are you guys doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Come check me out. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, dude.
You guys want to train?
I'll definitely come through.
We were just talking about this.
All right, cool. So check this out. Bring your camera or whatever. We'll do another podcast at the gym. Come through. Come train. And again, all I do is just make sure you plug the gym, and I'll take care of you guys.
Hell yeah, love that.
We heard you're a golfer too, so I have to take you off at 9 sometime.
That's say no
That's
more,
right.
man. I'm here whenever you're ready. Again, I'm down. I'm for real. Like I'll definitely get out there. What do you guys play?
Typically, we're North Shore, Mass, so we play, you know, in Lynn, you know, Melrose, Wakefield, those kind of courses. But hey,
Okay.
we'll come down your way and we'll play 9.
Perfect. So set it up. I'll give you my number. I'll give you a number after the show's over. But yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Appreciate that. And then I know you just brought up you said you got a beach house in Wells. I actually used to have a house there too. I saw you guys hosting some Cogden's Donuts. Aren't they the GOAT? Those are the best.
I love / hate going to Wells because I'm guaranteed to eat at least 3 of those bad boys, man. I fucking love them. Yeah, man, I recommend them, man. Go out there, man. Like it's just be careful. You know, you're definitely gonna lose your 6-pack over the summer, but they're worth it.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I feel that. We had a house there for like 10 years. We used to get it every friggin' morning.
Let's go.
Wells, great place. Beaches are great too. And then
Love it out there.
Rob, last question here. Anyone else kind of in New England Cartel roster we should be looking out for? Any up and comers that you know
you
guys
already,
are breeding
you
up
already
right
know.
now?
You already know, man. It's Tom Pags. Tom Pags is featured in the 45 division. It's that it. It's simple. It's simple. I'm telling you. There's nobody. Again. I know everybody. I've been to every gym. I know all these guys. Bro. There's nobody on Tom Pags level. He's the next champ. Watch.
Love that. All right, someone to look out for. That's huge. Perfect. All right, Rob. Well, hey, listen, we don't want to take up too much of your time here. Really do appreciate you hopping on. Obviously, huge fans of yours. We're Boston boys, so you know, we can't wait to
listen. Make sure you come to the gym. I don't have no fucking excuses. Come holler at me. Chelmsford / Lower Line. No bullshit. Come holler at me.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah. Send us
look it up again. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the address. Again, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna email you. I'm gonna tweet you. I'm gonna send you all the information. Just make sure you're there.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah,
man.
100%. Rob, where can everyone follow you? You big, you know, Twitter, Instagram guy. Where can everyone follow you?
Yeah. So Rob _Font on Instagram, Rob S Font on Twitter, Rob Font on Facebook. Yeah. Also, again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Again, that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm at the Gentle Art Dojo, 7:15 to 8:30. Come holler at me. I'm also available for private lessons. If you want to get your game right, get in shape, I'm your man. Come holler at me.
Perfect. Go find Rob, message him, sign up for a session here. Go buy some New England Cartel merch because this shit is
Let's
fresh.
go, man.
So,
Hey, listen. Go to my IG or Calvin's IG or Tyson's. The link's in our bio. Go cop it. Cop a hat, cop a shirt, cop a private. We're going to have seminars coming too. Affiliate programs. We're going to put it all out there. We'll have it out there for you guys. YouTube, make sure you holler at me at the gym. Don't lie to me. Let's go.
I'm not lying, bro.
ASAP.
oh, we got you. New England Cartel on the map here. Yeah, Rob, really appreciate your time today. You're the friggin' man. Can't wait for your next fight. Until next time, boys. Flatline MMA. Peace.
Have a good one, guys. Have a good one.